Role-playing games thrive on variety. Forests, deserts, oceans, and mountains each offer unique challenges. They shape the world and the stories we tell within them. Mountains, in particular, hold a special significance. They are places of awe and danger, beauty and isolation. Their presence ripples through the very fabric of our games. From towering peaks to winding caverns, mountains create dynamic settings for exploration and adventure. They test the limits of our characters and push them to their limits. Let's explore how to bring these majestic landscapes to life in our games. Imagine a towering mountain range, its peaks piercing the clouds. These natural barriers shape civilizations. They isolate communities, leading to unique cultures and traditions. Villages nestled in valleys might develop their own dialects, customs, and ways of life. The difficulty of traversing mountains often leads to secluded settlements, hidden from the outside world. These settlements could harbor ancient secrets, forgotten magic, or even dangerous outlaws. Think about how these factors could influence your players' interactions with these communities. Will they be welcomed with open arms or met with suspicion? The possibilities are endless. Mountains are like weather-making machines. As air rises over mountain slopes, it cools and condenses, leading to precipitation.
This explains why one side of a mountain range might be lush and verdant, while the other is arid and dry. This is called the rain shadow effect. This contrast creates diverse environments for your players to explore. They might encounter dense forests teeming with life on one side and treacherous deserts on the other. Don't be afraid to get creative with how these environments influence the creatures, plants, and even monsters that inhabit them.
Mountains are dynamic and sometimes dangerous places. Landslides, avalanches, and rockfalls can occur with little warning.
These natural hazards add an element of risk to mountain exploration. Will your players be caught off guard, or will they use their skills and knowledge to navigate these dangers? Volcanic eruptions, while less frequent, pose a more significant threat. The very ground can become a raging inferno, forcing your players to think quickly and act decisively. These dangers, however, often come with great rewards. The aftermath of a volcanic eruption, for example, could create fertile ground for rare herbs or reveal hidden caves filled with valuable resources.
Section 5, Treasures of the Peaks. The mountains, with their towering peaks and hidden valleys, have always been a source of fascination and mystery. They hold secrets that have been buried for centuries, waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to venture into their depths. Mountains are rich in natural resources, both common and extraordinary. From the lush vegetation that blankets their slopes to the hidden veins of precious minerals and gems that lie beneath the surface, these natural wonders are a treasure trove of possibilities.
They harbor valuable minerals, precious metals, and gemstones that have been sought after for generations. These treasures are not just beautiful, they hold immense value and can change the fortunes of those who find them. And rare herbs with potent properties. These plants, often found only in the most remote and inaccessible areas, have been used for centuries in traditional medicine and are now sought after for their unique healing properties.
These resources can be woven into your game in countless ways. Imagine your players embarking on a quest to find a legendary herb that can cure any ailment, or searching for a hidden vein of gold that could fund their adventures for years to come. They could be the target of a dangerous quest, where the journey itself is fraught with peril and the rewards are beyond imagination. The treacherous paths, the hidden traps, and the fierce guardians of these treasures can provide endless challenges for your players. A source of income for mountain communities where the discovery of a new resource can bring prosperity and growth. These communities, often isolated and self-sufficient, rely on the bounty of the mountains to survive and thrive, or ingredients for powerful potions and enchantments. The rare herbs and minerals found in the mountains can be used to create potions that grant extraordinary abilities, or enchantments that can turn the tide of battle.
The presence of these resources also attracts those who would exploit them. The lure of wealth and power can bring out the worst in people, leading to conflicts and struggles over control of these valuable assets. Mining operations, both legal and illicit, can have a significant impact on the environment and the lives of those who call the mountains home. The scars left by these activities can take generations to heal, and the consequences can be devastating for the local ecosystem.
How will your players interact with these competing interests? Will they choose to protect the mountains and their inhabitants, or will they be tempted by the promise of wealth and power? Will they protect the mountains and their inhabitants, ensuring that the natural beauty and resources are preserved for future generations? Or will they seek to profit from their bounty, risking the wrath of those who see the mountains as sacred and untouchable? The choices they make will shape the world around them and determine the legacy they leave behind. Mountains are also home to various ores, such as iron, copper, and mithril. These ores can be used to craft powerful weapons, sturdy armor, and intricate tools that can aid in your players' quests. Imagine your players discovering a rare vein of mithril, a metal known for its lightweight and strength, perfect for crafting legendary weapons and armor. The discovery of such ores can add a new layer of excitement and purpose to their adventures. Section 6. Weaving mountains into your world. Mountains are not just backdrops, they are characters in their own right. They stand tall and majestic, often shrouded in mystery and awe. Their presence can evoke a sense of wonder and adventure, drawing people to explore their heights and depths. They shape the world around them, influencing everything from weather patterns to the flow of trade. The towering peaks can create rain shadows, affecting the climate on either side. Rivers born from mountain springs carve valleys and provide lifelines to civilizations. Trade routes often wind through mountain passes, connecting distant lands and cultures.
Consider the history of your world. Mountains have stood for eons, witnessing the rise and fall of empires. They may have been the cradle of ancient civilizations, their slopes dotted with ruins that tell stories of a bygone era. Were these mountains once home to ancient civilizations? Perhaps they were the stronghold of a lost kingdom, their secrets buried under layers of rock and time. The remnants of stone structures and artifacts can provide clues to the past. Do they hold religious significance for certain cultures? Mountains often reach towards the heavens, making them sacred sites for worship and pilgrimage. Temples and shrines built on their slopes can become places of spiritual significance, drawing devotees from far and wide. Are they rumored to be the lair of powerful creatures or the source of ancient magic? Legends and myths often surround mountains, adding layers of intrigue and mystery. Caves and hidden valleys might be home to dragons, spirits, or ancient guardians, their stories passed down through generations.
The answers to these questions will help you create a more immersive and believable world. Mountains can be more than just a backdrop. They can be a living, breathing part of your story, influencing events and shaping destinies. One where the mountains feel like an integral part of the story, rather than just a pretty picture. They can be places of adventure, mystery, and discovery, where characters face challenges and uncover secrets. By weaving mountains into your world, you add depth and richness, making your narrative more compelling and engaging.
Section 7. Encounters in the Heights. When designing encounters in mountainous regions, think about how the environment itself can be both a challenge and an advantage. The treacherous terrain can hinder movement and provide cover for both the players and their enemies. Wind gusts could knock characters off their feet, while blinding snowstorms could make navigation nearly impossible. But these challenges also present opportunities for creative problem-solving and tactical thinking. Players could use their knowledge of the terrain to set traps, ambush their enemies, or even trigger a controlled avalanche to their advantage.
Section 8. The mountains' call to adventure. Mountains hold a universal allure. They stand tall and proud, beckoning adventurers with their majestic presence. The sight of a mountain range at sunrise can stir something deep within us, a call to explore the unknown. They represent the unknown, a challenge to be overcome, a test of strength and resolve. Each step taken on a steep mountain slope is a testament to one's determination and courage. Reaching the summit is not just a physical achievement, but a mental and emotional triumph as well. This sense of adventure is something you can tap into to create compelling hooks for your players. Imagine a group of adventurers huddled together, planning their route through treacherous terrain, or hikers setting up camp under the stars, sharing stories of their journey so far. Perhaps they are tasked with retrieving a sacred artifact from a mountaintop temple, a place shrouded in mystery and legend. The ruins on a mountaintop could hold secrets long forgotten, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to seek them out. Or maybe they must rescue a village from a rampaging yeti, a creature of myth and terror. The snowy mountains, with their treacherous paths and hidden dangers, provide the perfect backdrop for such a thrilling quest. Alternatively, they could be uncovering the secrets of a lost dwarven city hidden deep within the peaks. The hidden cave entrances and rocky terrain add an element of mystery and excitement to their journey. Mountains are full of potential for adventure. Each trail, each peak, each hidden valley offers a new story, a new challenge. The diverse landscapes provide endless opportunities for exploration and discovery. Use them to push your players to their limits and create stories that will be remembered for years to come. The sight of exhausted hikers reaching the peak, the joy of a group celebrating at the mountaintop, or the camaraderie of adventurers around a campfire with a mountain backdrop. These are the moments that make the journey worthwhile. Section 9. Respect for the Titans. Mountains demand respect. They are powerful forces of nature that can be both awe-inspiring and deadly. Instill this sense of respect in your players. Encourage them to think carefully about the risks involved in mountain exploration and to approach these challenges with humility and caution. Perhaps they encounter a culture that worships the mountains as gods or spirits, offering sacrifices and prayers to appease their wrath. Or maybe they come across ancient ruins that serve as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the folly of underestimating it. Section 10. A World Enriched. Mountains add depth and complexity to our games. They are more than just obstacles or sources of loot. They are dynamic environments that shape the world and the stories we tell within them. By understanding the impact of mountains on weather, culture, resources, and exploration, we can create truly immersive and unforgettable gaming experiences. So the next time your players find themselves at the foot of a mountain range, embrace the possibilities. Let the mountains be your guide and let the adventure begin.